That's the money shot.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. That was a good shot.
Let's stop on that. Jay, very nicely with all the stuff you've got going on with your body. You do a very nice job of your grip and setup. I think you've got to work towards that position. And what is that position? Well, what I'm looking for, if we can, get that right arm to bisect that left shoulder. See how it covers up that shoulder, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't want it lower than that. Lower is flatter, and it's going to be hard for you to get any type of height and elevation and distance on the ball.
Okay.
So what I then did is I put what you did for me over here on the right side of the screen. Look at that setup. That's all world right there. I mean, that's really good. You got a nice flat back right here. You got good angles of the shaft going on right here. Watch as you take the club back. Look how good he is on playing. Are you kidding me? That's why I said I haven't even touched that, because it's really good. The place that's not as good as I'd like is there, but that's a lot better. So if you can kind of say, okay, I was lower than that, I'm now here, and my goal is probably before really summertime hits, so I got a good month and a half to practice this, is get that elevated up to over here on the left side of the screen.
Is that after you adjusted me, or is that raw?
Oh no, that's after I adjusted.
Oh wow, so it was even flatter than that.
Yes, and you'll see a swing in here flatter than that.
Okay.
Okay, so you just got to keep working your way up with these arms.
Right.
And that might be, again, you tell me, sometimes it might be a strength thing.
Yeah.
As you get more fatigued as the round goes, your arms have a tendency to fall.
Yeah.
So when you go, you used to rehab on your arms or your body or anything like that?
Well, I just naturally upkeep.
Okay. So what you probably have to do is what I'm doing with my swing is I'm really working on some of my strength in my body too.
Pick up the medicine ball up here.
Yeah, and I got to work on my upper back.
Okay.
To get that a little stronger. So we did some exercises yesterday to do that. You may have to do some exercises just with a swing of a club, a weighted club, getting their arms up.
Yeah.
And really work on what that feels like up in the ear and hold it up there. Just understand what does that feel like so it's not so flat. Okay? Now.
Remember I told you I broke my arm?
Yeah.
When I broke it, this portion went this way and this portion went that way.
Well, I saw there was a little dysfunctional look to your shoulder.
There's a bit of a bump.
Yeah.
So that kind of gets in the way, and I may have compensated because of that bump.
Yeah.
So, because when that's when I said to you, the thing that I noticed when you picked me up was my chin jams right into my shoulder, which is not uncomfortable, but it's something that I can think of.
Sure, it'd be great.
Yep.
Now watch the right side of your screen. Look how well he brings that down. I mean, that is really good positions coming down. And a nice release and a nice swing on through. So you look at this and say the overall swing doesn't look that bad. So when I'm hearing you, what do you need? Well, I need to get a little bit more yardage. Okay. If our body can do the left side of the screen, that's all we need to do. Okay, we don't. If you had a really bad over-the-top swing, we'd be working on coming the club lower inside.
Yeah.
But you're not that bad.
Right.
So what I did then is I put a driver in your hand to show you where I want the driver to go. And now when you swing the driver up, you see how club's at?
Yeah.
Now let's watch where you actually took your driver.
Wow.
You see how much flatter that is in the iron too?
Yeah.
Okay, so some key points that we're looking for is if we can, we want to get the left elbow up a little higher and get that right arm. We'll then go more on this plane, which will then put my hands a little bit more up into here. And that would be wonderful position for that driver, or a fairway wood or whatever to get you a little extra yardage. As far as how your body's turning right now, I have no issues with that.
Okay.
I think it looks pretty good.
Okay.
As you bring the club down with that driver, again, you're bringing it down on a very nice position. I mean, that's pretty darn good. I've got people without all your problems can't even get to that position. Okay? That club face is very square and it's staying behind your hands and halfway down. That's perfect. and then you strike the ball, and you see a really good release over. I mean, you do a lot of good stuff. So now you just got to migrate the swing from being flat to being up.
That's just a major issue.
And I think when you go back home and take the lessons from your guy, I think what you ought to do is you ought to send this to him.
Okay.
To see
do you
where
mind
you
if I
are.
use this on my website? I can give you.
You can put this on your website all day long. I don't care. Put it on there. Put it on there. Okay, so now here's a hybrid being swung, and look where you're practicing this thing.
Right where you want me to be.
Exactly where I want you to be. And I'm going to ask you, do you feel anything discomfort doing that?
Balance.
Balance.
Yes.
But we can get there.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I want to make sure is, well, if we can get there, this is going to help you down the road.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put over here what you actually did when you hit that ball. And here's your ball strike with that same club. Now, obviously, the left side is the perfect model, and this would be
Still.
but better.
Better.
It's better.
What happens is the reason for the flatness also with balance is when I'm swinging, it allows me, because I feel like I'm going to fall my pace, fall forward.
Sure.
So with that flat centrifugal force, it keeps me more on my heels. Because you see how far my right heel comes off the ground? I'm already on my toes.
Yeah, so you can keep that down a little bit if you can.
But I can work on it. I mean, I'll definitely achieve it.
That right foot doesn't have to come that much off the ground. It can come a little bit.
Yeah, but I can't control it.
Okay. All right.
To get that twist, to get it back, it comes up.
Now, I'm going to throw in here an old 7-iron swing that you gave me earlier. Now, you see a difference in flatness there? See, we can see your shoulder peek out right here.
Yeah.
Right there. See that? Now, what will happen is, the more you swing flat, so you swing it back pretty well to there, but the more it goes inside and flat, where's that club going to point at the top? It's going to point over here to left field.
Yeah.
That's where part of the reason why the ball goes over there.
Okay.
Most of the time where the club points to the top of the swing, where the ball's going to go.
Okay.
Okay? So, you're in too good a position here, and you told me, Mike, when I feel you do that to me, I feel a much different wrist hinge going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a good thing to feel.
Okay.
Because if I keep going flat, my wrist hinge is going to happen as well. So if I go up, now I've got my club in a position with a wrist cock, and now I've got some power potential up there.
Okay.
Okay? Now when I do the wrist cock, the club's going to sit more down over my shoulder and not be so far left. See, look at the right elbow. Starting to get up there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like this position. Nice job.